My name is Holly, and this is my project, Art in Motion. The reason I chose the name Art in Motion is because my project has numerous different types of performing arts. It has dance, it has music, and it has art itself. And motion specifically because it is evolved around dancing. This is everything that's going to be included in my presentation today. For the whole background of what my project is about is that I'm going to be recording 2 covers and an original song, which I will form one of the covers into a music video and will promote it on my social media account, on my music account, on YouTube, and should gain an audience reaction. Here are certain topics which is part of my project. Dance, I'm going to be creating some choreography dancing with my friend, and we will plan some skill training, which will be like jumping, which will be balance, which will be timing, whatever's going to best work with the song. For filmmaking, which will also be some help from my peers, we will be picturing like our location. Is it going to be outside? Is it going to be inside? Is there going to be lighting? We're going to use reds, oranges, blues. And for recording, it's all about the planning process. Like, you don't want to go too quick into all that, but I should have some help from my tutors and my peers as well. Promoting, I feel like I have a strength in promoting, as I am like a musician myself behind closed doors, and I like to post my own singing videos, so I feel like I'll be able to gain that audience attraction and should be able to get some likes. Here are the areas I'm going to be researching for my project. The reason we do research is we want to make sure all our facts are true, and we want to make sure throughout the project that everything is not just your opinion but is of opinions of others. For my primary research, I think I'm going to be doing some recording techniques and working on mixing and all that, speaking to production students and our teacher that does production, just to make sure that everything's correct and to make sure I can get them beginner skills, even though I have done it in previous units. For songwriting, we can look up stuff like how you find your inspiration, your key elements, your tone, your volume, your hook, your melody. It could be anything. The job role as a creative director, this is like what they do, their skills needed, their responsibilities. We have had job roles before in previous units, but I think that I will fit this role pretty well, as I have got a very creative mindset. The different instruments included in what they portray is quite a specific one, because one of the songs I've chosen is Happier Than Ever by Billie Eilish, and if you don't know the song, it's very contrasting. It goes from slow, sad, weary to anger, fast, picked up, upbeat, and you want to find them specific instruments to portray them emotions. And for different styles of dance, that will mostly be taken on by my peers, but I'd like to learn that myself, as I did used to be a dancer. Problem solving. This is my SWOT analysis, which I'll be using throughout my project. For strengths, I've chosen to speak about resilience, as the great way to describe resilience is to achieve. You want to find everything you're achieving and overcome any obstacles or different perspectives of things that may happen. So I think myself, I'm very strong with this, because yes, problems will happen, yes, it might not go the way you want it to go, but you want to be able to go over them obstacles, and you want to be able to work out different solutions which will still follow along with your timeline and your plan. Weaknesses, these are things, key areas that I think I will need to work on a lot, as I do struggle. I've chosen to speak about time management, as I do seem to use long periods of time for too many subjects and not follow that timeline, not get things done quick enough. So I think to fix this is just making sure I do keep to that timeline, making sure I do keep to them weeks allocated, and well, just work efficiently. For opportunities, I've chosen to speak about digital footprint. As I said in the previous slide, I do have my own music account, And for this, I want to be able to promote well using posts, using behind the scenes, using vlogs, whatever I can, even photography, which will gain that reputation, that trust, and you will also gain a higher audience, as a lot of viewings are coming from word from mouth from other people. And that's about it for that one. This is my timeline I've created for my project. I will be sticking to this throughout, as I want to stay organised and I want to stay prepared for any problems that may occur. During these first 6 weeks, this was our project proposal, which we have just finished, fingers crossed. For the first 2 weeks, I will be doing my primary research, as I do want to learn the recording side of things, as that's not really an area I focus on a lot. I have done it in previous units, but I do want to learn a lot more. And for secondary research, this is just make sure everything's factual, everything's correct. I want to make sure everything I'm doing is true to my project. I've chosen to give myself 5 weeks for the songwriting, as I want the song to be its best potential as it can be. I just want my song to be enjoyable to others and gain that audience reaction that I want to come from it. I've also given myself 4 weeks for the recording and for the choreographing, because although for the choreographing we will be planning a schedule between me and my peers before this time, we want to use this time practically, use it well with them skills, them practices, and with working with the recording as I go along recording it. We have chosen 1 week for the actual video making, because in this time I'm planning to make a behind the scenes video of the day, make a nice vlog to do, and this is a day that we'll all be prepared to work and it should be efficient working. I've chosen 1 week as well to do my product showing, and although I will be posting daily updates before the actual release, this main week is going to be the week of the actual music video, and before that I will be releasing demos, I will be releasing posts on behind the scenes of everything that's been going on. I've also chosen to give myself 3 weeks, spaced out the whole project, for evaluation, as I want to be able to give myself targets and learn from that improvement and development of not only myself setting myself targets, but from my peers and from my friends as well. Resources. For my resources, I've chosen, instrument-wise, is an acoustic guitar and an electric guitar, because although I do have skills in the acoustic guitar, I also have some skills in the electric guitar, because I learned that quite a few years ago, and I do wish to learn more electric guitar, and I did use it on my previous unit. But also I've chose to go with software instruments, because although I am doing this solo for this project, I want to give that song that I'm creating just some more texture and to be more fulfilled. For the camera, we've chosen a Panasonic G80. This is a chosen camera from my peer friend, and we've chosen this one as it's a handheld camera and it has a steady lens, even though with your strong movements for the music video. For the recording, we're going to need the Logic Scarlett condenser mic, because you want the dynamics, you want that clean sound, and you want to be able to use effects such as reverb and anything that will make it muffled or clean. And for the accessories, it's just your simple things as your pop shield to stop any noises, your plectrum, and that's just for quality of the sound. Over here we've got our social media, which is your YouTube and your Instagram and your Snapchat is what I've chosen to use, and that's just for my promoting, my platform, and just promoting my music as the project goes along. Practical skills. I have gone over this, but I'm just going to be creating 2 cover songs, contrasting each other of emotions and of how the volume and the tone and everything. I've also chosen to do an original song, and for this, for the cover, we're going to be creating a music video. I'm also going to be creating vlog, behind the scenes, photo shoots and promoting daily as the whole project goes along. I also want to send off some demos of my song just so people can have a little taster, see what they think, give me some tips back and just set them targets for me so that song can be at its best quality. Evaluation. As I said, I've given myself them 3 spaced weeks out so I can give myself targets, so others can give myself targets, as I feel like I can take that criticism and I really want my song and my project to come out at its top ability. I'm also choosing to vlog so that people can see what happens behind the whole project. It's not always going to be a stressful situation, you are going to have fun and you just want to be enjoying your project and you shouldn't worry too much, like it's a very go with the flow thing. And that's my bibliography.
Thank you.